Hello, my friends. This is Ellis Paul in Charlottesville, Virginia. Welcome to the Earth Day show with my special guest, Vance Gilbert. We're going to start in about 5 minutes. Just let me know that you're here. I'm a little bit behind on the start here. But let me know where you're from and that you're listening. And it's going to be a nice day. One of my best friends coming on board here for some songs and conversation. And I'm going to love sitting down and talking to him. I love this chance to catch up with people in front of the camera, but also, side by side here with you. Spread the word. Please share it on the site. I'm going to play a little bit of music here in the meantime as people show up. Let me know that you're here. This is called Holy. Let me know where you're from. If you're a member of Patreon, you get this track. Declan McLaren's been on his roof all night. Kathy, nice to see you. Good to have Illinois in the house. Michael Doherty's over there on the West Coast. Nice to have you here as well. The Pollard clan is here, ma'am. Nice to see you as well. And Lisa Johnson from Tewksbury. Spread the word, guys. Share it on your Facebook pages so we can get the word out. Debbie Newman is here from California. It's good to be here with you guys tonight. The Monster. I'm doing okay. Nice to have you here, Scarlett. Thanks again for being here. Guy from Atlanta. Nice to see you, brother. And Rich as well. We're going to start in just a couple minutes. We got California and Chattanooga, Tennessee, and Massachusetts in the house. This is all the tip information for my part of the show. Thank you guys for supporting it. There's a steam train stretching down the tracks, and there's Declan McLaren running beside a freight car. We're going to be starting soon. Spread the word, will ya? Hi, April. Nice to have you here. And Jeremy, thank you. Thank you, guys. We're just going to start at 8 o'clock, pretty much. Happy birthday, Sue Ellen. I love that. Hey, Terry. I'll say hello for you. She's upstairs. Just watch me. Thank you, Kathy, for that. I like it too. Caroline in the house. We're going to start in just a couple seconds. Please share this on your Facebook pages. Glad to have you guys here, and happy Earth Day. It's April at the Queenstown Docks. There's a foghorn calling across the way. And there's Declan McLaren with a third-class ticket. Nice to see you, Deb. Thanks. Glad to have you back. He says it's home. And Don and Jean up in Boston as well. Thank you, guys. We're starting very soon, y'all. I could take it to New York. Just getting the lighting right here. His friends say Christ a complete. You're wasting your prayers on a dream. He says, watch me. We're going to be starting now, folks. Thanks again for tuning in. Folks from all over the world are here tonight. It's going to be a nice show. Let's start it up. Happy Earth Day. everybody. This is Ellis, Paul, in Crozet, Virginia. This is a show that we do every Friday night. It's called The Traveling Medicine Show. I'm the host. And we usually have a theme. Of course, today is Earth Day, so it's going to be Earth Day songs. And we are very, very happy to have my dear friend Vance Gilbert along for the ride. Vance and I have known each other since we started playing music over, I don't know, it's been 4 decades ago, 1992. How long ago is that? It's a long time. And he and I have been riding this trip of music side by side and sharing our experiences and our contacts and our friendship and celebrating triumphs and remorses together side by side. And I'm thrilled to have him on board tonight. We're going to be doing Earth songs tonight. Let's start with one, shall we? This is called Mercy, Mercy Me, the ecology, of course. Marvin Gaye from the What's Going On album. Barry Gordy told him that this song would never be marketable. It went all the way to number 4 on the pop charts. Number 1 on the R&B singles. Mercy, mercy me. Oh, things ain't what they used to be now. Where did all the blue skies go? Poison is the wind that blows from the north and south. Whoa. Mercy, mercy me. Oh, things ain't what they used to be. Oil wasted on the ocean upon the sea, and a fish full of mercury. Oh, mercy, mercy me. Oh, things ain't what they used to be. Radiation underground and in the sky. Animals and birds who live nearby are dying. Mercy, mercy me. Oh, things ain't what they used to be. What about this overcrowded land? How much abuse from man can she stand? Mercy me. Oh, things ain't what they used to be. And it keeps on turning. Don't ever learn. beautiful song by Marvin Gaye from the album What's Going On? That was back in 1970. Or was it 71? I didn't write that down. Probably the first environmental song that went all the way to number one that I can think of. You guys got any ideas? Let me know. Let me know how it's sounding too, by the way. I'm running through a whole new system. We got folks from all over the U.S. here. Steve Breshin's here, looking fairly 1970s there. Back in the David Cassidy, the David Cassidy stage. Dana Prim is here out there in Oklahoma. Rachel Lane in Washington State. And Rosalind Aulick says she watches Vance every Monday night. Yeah, he's going to be doing a show on Monday night as well. I want to thank everybody for the tips in the old tip jar as well tonight. Thank you for that. Let's move on to another song. I'm going to play a song here about the world. It's called The World is Slowing Down. For those of you that know me and know my music well, this is probably my most popular song, most well-known song, I should say. Nice to have you all here. Thanks so much. It sounds a little overcompressed, says Kevin Atkins. Thank you for that. I don't know if I can fix that here without going into places I do fear. But I'll try. Let's see. I think I can bring that down a little bit. All right. I hope that helps, Kevin. Thank you. Oh, you know what? I know what I can do here. I'm sure my settings are off. I'm sorry for that. I just did sound check with Vance, and it's this right here that will fix that. There we go. Thank you. Great to have you guys giving me feedback on the sound, by the way. Thanks, Rich. I hear ya. I found you sitting on a suitcase crying. Beneath my feet, I feel the rumble of a subway train. Yeah. And I laugh out loud, 'cause it's the one thing I hadn't been trying. The train came in breathless, you looked at me restless, said, baby, you'll never change. You gotta get going. Hey, the world ain't slowing down for no one. It's a carnival calling out to you. Sounds like a song, hits you like scripture. You paint the picture with color, squeeze from your hair. Weren't you the kid who just climbed on the merry-go-round? The world ain't slowing down. Hey, hey. Out on the sidewalk, pigeons do the moonwalk. Me, I'm dancing like Fred Astaire. On the lampposts are rocking, whole town's talking like a fool in a barber's chair. I get this sensation, joy and frustration, like being caught by a tropical rain. Freedom can numb you when there's no place to run to. It feels just like Novocaine. Gone, you gotta get going. Hey, the world ain't slowing down, no one. It's a carnival calling out to you. Sounds like a song, hits you like scripture. You paint the picture with color squeezed from your hand. Weren't you the kid that just climbed on the merry-go-round? The world ain't slowing down. Hey, the sandbags. I let go and you step free. I didn't want to lose you. You said you didn't choose to. It's just how your karma came. But thanks for the vision, the 2020 wisdom. You hit me like a southbound train. Oh, you gotta keep going. The world ain't slowing down. For no one, it's a carnival calling out to you. It sounds like a song, hits you like scripture. You paint a picture with colors squeezed from your hand. Weren't you the kid who just climbed on the merry-go-round? The world ain't slowing down. Hey, hey. It's a big blue world. Riding on a big blue world. That's why we gotta take care of it. Hello, my friends. This is Ellis Paul. If you're just joining us now, this is the Earth Day concert. Tonight's special guest, Mr. Vance Gilbert. He's going to be coming on at around 8:30. Hold tight to your seats. He's so much fun. One of the most talented people I've ever met in my life. Certainly one of the funniest, one of the best musicians. He's just got a great sense of spontaneity, and he always comes in at an angle that was unexpected. So nice to have you folks here. I want to thank Sharon and Christopher and Larry, all you folks for contributing to the old tip jar, and Kathy, thank you so much. Nice to have old friends and new friends here. We got folks like Rose and Paul up there in Maine. Kathy is one of my favorite folks out on the circuit, longtime director over at the Me and Thee. I think I set up a date with you folks. Kathy, let me know. I wanted to let you guys know I have a new booking agency. It's Fleming Artist. More on that later. I guess I'll share you a little bit more about the contact information and all that stuff, and what that stuff means for me. If you're just joining us, I want to remind you that Mr. Vance Gilbert will be joining us very, very soon. It's the Earth Day show. Special guest Vance Gilbert here on Facebook Live. Vance and I have been friends since we started in the folk music world back in Boston in the early 90s. I remember seeing him at the Naked City Coffee House, which was a foyer, this funky foyer in a 2 or 3 story building in Boston, in Allston. You walk up these steps and then you were in it, and there were all these little offices around the foyer, but in the foyer there was a little sound system, and frequently got shut down by the cops and the fire department and whatnot. But some of the best songwriters you can imagine were there during that whole process, so it was really, really fun. Let's do another song for the environment. And again, thank you folks for taking care of me and the show tonight, and for Vance when Vance comes on. We got clipped there for a second. I'm sorry for that. Lainey Ingalls is here down there, and they're in Pennsylvania, so they get around, those two. They go from Florida up to Massachusetts and back again. Donald Ackerman says, hey, Big Yellow Taxi by Joni Mitchell is a year earlier than Mercy, Mercy Me. Yeah, Big Yellow Taxi was on Joni Mitchell's album Ladies of the Canyon. And Big Yellow Taxi went to number 16 in England. It got in the top 40 in the U.S., but it's done better over the years with cover versions. Janet Jackson did a version of it. The Counting Crows did a version of it. The Neighborhoods did a different version of it. Let's see if we can do one here. hot spot. Don't it always seem to go that you don't know what you got till it's gone? We paved paradise, put up a parking lot. We took all the trees, put them in a tree museum, and they charged the people $1.50 to see them. Don't it always seem to go that you don't know what you got till it's gone? We paved paradise, put up a parking lot. Hey, farmer, farmer, put away the DDT now. Give me spots on the apples, leave them on the birds and the bees now. Don't it always seem to go that you don't know what you got till it's gone? We paved paradise, put up a parking lot. Late last night, I heard the screen door slam, and a big yellow taxi took away my old man. Don't it always seem to go that you don't know what you got till it's gone? Paved paradise, put up a parking lot. Don't it always seem to go that you don't know what you got till it's gone? Paved paradise, put up a parking lot. Paved paradise, put up a parking lot. Big Yellow Taxi by Joni Mitchell, y'all. That was off of her Ladies of the Canyon album back in 1970. She wrote that because she was in Honolulu. She got there and she was so excited to open the drapes of the curtain to look out at all the nature, and she saw, of course, the lush mountains rising above Honolulu, and then she looked down and there was a parking lot paved as far as the eye could see to the edge of the horizon. That's where the song came from. She wrote the song that day, and the Tree Museum refers to Honolulu's Foster Botanical Gardens. So how do you like them apples? If you're just joining us, I'm so excited to be here with you folks tonight. I'm going to be bringing on my friend, Mr. Vance Gilbert. Please share this on your Facebook pages as you would so we can spread the word on the show tonight. Vance lives up in Massachusetts. We'll be getting a little bit of his history and there's a little bit of his relationship with nature. And in the meantime, while he's playing, I'm going to load up a couple pictures to let you folks know what we're doing here as well down in Crozet, Virginia. If you're just joining us, this is again the Earth Day concert on the Traveling Medicine Show. Mr. Vance Gilbert is here with us. He's going to come on in about 10 minutes or so. One of my best friends, and certainly one of the people I love the most in the world. Whenever I have some problem to tackle or a song that I need heard, I call on Vance. He and I are going to be spending the summer on a little vacation together, and we want you to join us. This is it. We're going to be going to this beautiful place called Mohegan Island in Maine for a week. We're going to be performing for everyone that comes along every week, staying in a historical inn on the island. This is a piece of artwork I did while I was there. It's the words are lyrics to a song. I made that for somebody that came along. It's one of my lyric sheets. This is the sort of the 180-degree view of the lighthouse up on top of the island with the village down below. It's just absolutely gorgeous. It's the healthiest place you could be. The cleanest air, the finest food, and the best music. It's going to be me, Vance Gilbert, and Molly Venter from the band Red Molly. That's the information down below there. RootsOnTheRails.com. Vacation on Mohegan Island with Ellis, Paul, Vance Gilbert, and Molly Venter. A week of music, great food, shipwrecks, lighthouses, and songs. June 12th to the 18th, 2022. We bookend the week doing public shows at the Boothbay Opera House up in Boothbay Harbor. and the general public can come out for that. And then we do one also in Portland. So that's going to be really very, very fun. I'm going to do one more song before we bring Vance on. This is one of my favorite songs, and it's also a little embarrassing to play, but I'm going to do it anyway because I can. We're going to capo this on too. All right, let's see. Oh, this heavy baby. This instrument has two names. It's called a gatanjo, or a banjitar. It's a banjo head with a guitar neck and 6 strings instead of the 5. And it allows people like me to cheat the system and play it without having to relearn the banjo. Why are there so many songs about rainbows? And what's on the other side? Rainbows are visions, but only illusions. And rainbows have nothing to hide. So we've been told, and some choose to believe it. I know they're wrong, wait and see. Someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection. The lovers, the dreamers, and me. Who said that every wish would be heard and answered and wished on a morning star? Somebody thought that, and somebody believed him. Look what it's done so far. What's so amazing and keeps us stargazing? What do we think we might see? Someday we'll find out the rainbow connection. The lover, the dreamers, and me. Remember that song? That was a hit for Kermit the Frog back in the 1980s. I think that was in a John Denver movie that the Muppets did as well. It's a classic song. A beautiful song. I'm so happy to be hanging out with my dearest friend, Mr. Vance Gilbert, who's staring at me from the back stage area right now. I'm going to just put these in so I can potentially get him exactly where I want him. Let's see if this thing's going to work. These AirPods help to protect against feedback, which I love. And there we go. Let's bring on Mr. Vance Gilbert. Hello, my friend.
Oh, hey! Hey, Ellis!
Are you doing your Muppet imitation with a
Wait,
stapler?
man, dude, Kermit the Frog, what is wrong with you, man? Have you lost your mind?
I have, you know.
That's crazy, man.
I've been doing a show, you know, we probably have close to 500 of these shows online for me since the beginning
It's
of the
not
pandemic.
easy being green. I've seen them blend in with such ordinary things, and people just pass you over. 'Cause you're not standing like shiny sparkles in the water, or stars in the sky. But green's the color of spring, and green can be cool and friendly like. And green can be big like an ocean, important like a mountain, or tall like a tree. And green is all there is to be. You know what? Shoot.
I've never heard that.
It's not
Did you
easy
just
being
make that
green?
up?
It's not easy
that's
being
what-
green?
Wow. I don't know that I'm familiar with it like I am.
Oh my
Rainbow
goodness.
Connection.
Is that is that the generational gap between us, brother? Is
I
that
don't-
what that is?
I don't think so. I don't think so. I know this. I know that the name of this song, but I just didn't recognize the melody.
Yeah, Diana
all
Ross
sorts of
recorded
friends.
it.
We got all kinds of friends. Doug Cox is saying hello from Pluto.
Oh, Doug Cock.
Stacy Rico is up there in Maine saying hello as well. We got folks from all over the country here with us tonight.
Oh, look at these people. I know some of these folks. Yay.
Yeah, man. Let me put your banner up so people know how to take care of you.
Oh,
here.
well, thanks. Yeah, thanks.
you,
Yeah.
Thank you, folks, for taking care of Vance and taking care of the show.
I'm taking care of my buddy Ellis. He got children to put through college. I got an old poodle. I got an old poodle and a mortgage.
There we go.
That
So-
works. Thanks.
You're in Arlington. Arlington is the town that you live in, right?
Yeah. It's part of sort of on the outskirts of Paul Revere's ride, right between Lexington, where the Minutemen did their thing, and between that and Harvard University. So right off of Mass Avenue there.
Oh,
So
that's right.
you know
Yeah,
for
Mass Ave.
yeah, you draw the larger circle. I still say Boston, but Arlington is. Hey, on a good day, I can run to Boston. Basically, it's on a really good day, if I have a lot of time. So it's about Boston. Boston borders about 5 or 6 miles. So, yeah.
Hey, happy Earth Day. I wanted
Happy
to talk
Earth
to you
Day to
'cause
you.
I kind of love how you, engage with the planet, especially with the craft work that you do on your airplanes. Some
Oh,
of you might not know this,
shoot! I didn't bring any up.
but well, you can just talk about it. It's all right. But
Yeah.
you are a model airplane builder.
I am. I build and fly tissue-covered, rubber band-powered, balsa wood framed model aircraft, and I do that. I do this to support that, basically.
That's your life story.
That
And
is.
this is just a way to afford it.
This is, I just figured if I did music, I could find my own time off to do what I wanted to do and build and fly these model aircrafts. If you Google Vance Gilbert and like I could do this right here now. I could put in Vance Gilbert, Bert, and the word Nene, Nene, which is a type of airplane engine from the 1940s, and there will be some YouTube things that come up. And what happens in these YouTube things is me launching these airplanes and flying them, and it might look something like this.
It's great because that is absolutely beautiful, and it's crazy. These are tiny little replicas of actual airplanes that are, I mean, from a distance, unless you had a microscope looking at a photograph, you wouldn't be able to tell the difference between that and the real thing.
Right.
Is this the one you threw? Is this one of the ones that is yours?
Yeah, this is one of mine. This is
That's unbelievable. It
this
looks
is a
like it
twin, and they'll ride thermals. There's no radios in them to control them, and
That's just staying up there for hours. It's like a bird that doesn't flap its wings.
Yeah, this was early in its career. There's another video that I won't bore you with that this plane had an 8-minute flight.
I can
So I
I can
wasn't sure I was getting it back.
I can hear all the nerds below screaming in delight.
Oh, there's a high levels of geekification. There's no getting around it. But
Wow.
yeah, this is when the rubber motors run out, it is basically a glider, and they don't tend to wreck because we trim them so that the transition from the powered version portion to the glide portion does that. It just flops into the grass.
That was
F
awesome.
F equals ma, force equals mass times acceleration. So they don't have a whole lot of mass, and there I am running after it. Oh my God, I
Yeah.
was fatter then. But yeah, that's
And Dana Prim says, look, it's non-polluting. Kevin Atkins says, artificial bird nerds. Nerd vocal gesang.
yeah, it is non-polluting when you think about it. The most polluting thing about it is we have to drive to fields that are wide open enough to take in the kind of flights that we do. So we'll go out to the, and it just, we're spending money in gas. But then we're also spending money in gas when we're touring. But that's something, it's
Yeah.
you
That's
know,
one of the things.
yeah, we do what we can to lessen our footprints, but some things are kind of unavoidable. There's no getting around it. So, but
Is
yeah,
that like your favorite way to sort of engage in nature, though? Because you're obviously dealing with weather patterns and updrafts and downdrafts, and you're out in the middle of a field in a beautiful setting generally. And is that your favorite kind of outdoor activity to do?
I really think it is. You might have hinted at it earlier. I am a poor, overweight but consistent runner, and I do 3 to 5 miles 5 days a week. It's cheaper than insulin, and so that's how I
Yeah.
control various body things. And I'm always on the lookout. I mean, I run in an urban setting, but I do get out. I love going out at night because every once in a while you're graced with an owl or a wild turkey in your path. And
Yeah.
my partner Deborah is an avid naturalist gardener. So everything that you see planted around this house is part of this biosphere. She doesn't grow things that would not normally grow in this area. So she's a naturalist gardener, and she does some vegetable gardening too. But any of the trees and bushes and such that are purposefully planted where we are, every once in a while we'll go with an ornamental, but 90% of the stuff here is stuff that would be growing here anyway, and that makes home for the birds and pollinators, and it's very eco-friendly the way she gardens. And we get thanked and by the bird populations that I'm starting to learn of what is that? The birds flock around here for water and for food because she does put up feeders, and I'm very lucky to have somebody like that in my life that can do that stuff.
Yeah, and isn't it funny?
Because
like,
I ain't doing it.
The older you get, like the more importance that birds have. Like the fact that you find yourself interested in birds for the first time. I mean, a lot of people come to it earlier, but for me, it's been more. I know there's a guy on board here, Bill Ely, who's a serious bird watcher. He's got like thousands of birds that he's tracked down, and I don't know. To me, there's a greater appreciation of the earth, and I can't wait to have you come down. You should come down here for a few days.
I will. It sounds great. I mean, you feed me and I'm there.
I watch birds outside on my deck, and they don't flap their wings. They just do circles in the sky above us. 'Cause
Yeah,
we're
that's
surrounded by mountains, and
Yeah.
it creates all these cool updrafts. I'm sure you would have a ball here.
And people say they're hunting and such, but I sincerely believe, just like people say dogs don't have memories or feelings and such. I think it's hogwash. I think a lot of birds actually do that kind of thermal hunting and flying for sheer joy. And
Absolutely.
I'll stand up on your coffee table and say it, but particularly the gulls do it for joy. And thank you, Wayne. I'm glad you dug that. Again, Google Vance Gilbert and Vance Gilbert mosquito, Vance Gilbert flamingo, Vance Gilbert Nene, Nene, and you'll see these airplane videos on YouTube, put up by my buddy Tom Hallman. And there's a lot of great gliding birds. The raptors are insanely wonderful at it. They're just, you can watch them for hours and never you'll waver.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Well, we got to get you down here, but why don't you do a couple songs? I'll come back.
All right, yeah, I'd love to. Let me do. No, I'm gonna do this. Let me do this one. This has got some natural stuff in it. This was my John Prine tribute. I wrote it when he died. Pink ripe peaches in a pretty glass bowl. Goldfinch chirping on the telephone pole. Clothesline humming, I can hear it sing when the wind is blowing through everything. Last day of winter, first day of spring. Living ain't easy, like a broke kite string. Today wasn't nothing, see what tomorrow brings. Trying to make a life out of simple things. Kitchen table covered with magazines. Fresh cup of coffee, Franks and beans. Daffodils blooming by the garden stairs. I don't remember ever planting them there. Last day of winter, first day of spring. Living ain't easy, like a broke kite string. Today wasn't nothing, see what tomorrow brings. Trying to make a life out of simple things. Whippoorwill whistling, robin on the wing, fresh cut apple, telephone ring. Any interruption, that's good enough for me. What I wouldn't give for your company. Last day of winter, first day of spring. Living ain't easy, like a broke kite string. Today wasn't nothing, see what tomorrow brings. Trying to make a life out of simple things. Trying to make a life out of simple things. Trying to make a life out of simple things. I like bending that note. Thank you so much. Thanks for digging that. I hope he's the one this time, and he sees you as a mystery, and he doesn't mind some history and understands that goodness doesn't spring from nowhere. I hope he's the one this time. I pray to God that he's an A1 listener. Fingers crossed that he's one kick-ass kisser, and that he holds your hand for no good reason. Who'd hold against you all you meant to someone else? What fool will leave you broken like the last one always does? I hope he's the one this time. May your party go on uninterrupted, and as your heart gets reconstructed, you untie the pretty bows of compromise. Cue up the band and dry your eyes, and say that he's the one, 'cause maybe he's the one. I hope he's the one this time.
Beautiful. Beautiful. How old is that? Is that new?
Yeah, that's new. Those are both new. Those are both going to be on the new album that I'm working on now.
That's great.
Thanks.
Gorgeous.
That one is my Burt Bacharach song. Because I really wanted it to move like that, you know.
Oh, it does. It's like cool and lazy, but the poetry is rich. That's
right.
Really
And
gorgeous.
there's no bridge. There is a bridge. There's a bridge, but everything's simple. And then it does, that strange thing. Which is, that's just right out of the 60s, baby.
Yeah. I don't know what it is about that era of songwriters, but it's the most melodic. I mean, because everyone was doing stuff from, like the Beatles were influenced by so much, not just rock and roll, but Tim Van Alley songs from the 20s and 30s. So the 60s were like, everything is game. Let's just throw anything at the wall and see what sticks.
Oh, yeah, they were taking stuff from classical and from jazz. And, I mean, and people were taking things from each other, too. I'm sure there was people that, would hear the Beatles go by and in wherever they were writing Motown and say, I'm going to chase that. Because Stevie Wonder was covered the Beatles. He did a smoking version of We Can Work It Out, and you have to be listening to classical music or jazz to go with To Lead a Better Life. I need my love to be here. That doesn't fit, but it fits,
Then I find this way back to the one.
Oh, man, here.
That's like the best song ever.
Oh,
it's so
each day of the year.
Yeah.
Changing my wife. Oh, sorry.
If that was the only song he ever wrote,
Oh.
we would all know his name. We'd all know the song.
Oh yeah, you know, and it goes from, I mean, for the musically inclined, but for those that aren't, G, it's everything's in G. Things are going to G, but it's still going back to G, and then it goes to B flat, and you wonder how they're gonna find their way back. Oh, that's a G minor. That shouldn't be the thing. Then it finds its way right on back to frickin' G. It's like, no, stop!
It's crazy. And every time he goes to G, it sounds like it's not the same chord.
No, it's right. It's like, no, wait.
The frame of it is so meandering that it just goes back there. But
It does.
Like, wow,
it does.
I'm
It's
in a new place, but it's still G.
Exactly. And
and
the lyric,
geeky music talk probably.
No, it isn't. But
for us, it's like.
But listeners can get it too, because suddenly when that music changes, I want her everywhere, and if she's beside me, I know I need never care. Because basically, Paul said, I don't really give a damn. Don't you worry, I'll be back to G again. I get such a kick out of that.
Then I'll do it on Penny Lane and do the same kind of thing, going from these major to minors to,
right,
seemingly landing in a beautiful
spot.
spot.
Man, and that's what makes it exciting.
Yeah. Hey, I got a couple pictures of you here.
Oh my goodness! Look at me holding that thing.
Look at that. I mean,
that was the plane that took the Japanese delegation to. What was the? Someone will correct me, but to the landing strip that was near the Nimitz, where they surrendered at the end of World War II.
Wow!
So it was a Japanese bomber, but it was a transport, a civil transport for that day. That's why it has green crosses.
Beautiful. And look
thank
at
you.
how his attention to detail. It's an art form. I love this shot of you as well.
Oh, yeah, that was
this is the kind of the funny thing is that you spend like hours and hours and hours in these, and then they crash land.
Yeah, you get
fucked up, right? I mean, they basically get broken to pieces, don't they?
No. That's what I was saying earlier. F equals MA, man. When these things land, they are gliders at that point. And that first thing I showed you in the video.
Yeah, that thing came down easy.
Yeah, I've been flying that since 2014. It's still a great flyer. Wow. So it's going on. I have a couple planes that I've been flying since one that I built when you and I lived together in Somerville. Medford, yeah. We lived in Medford. That little white Russian ambulance plane with red crosses on the wings and stuff.
I love that
thing.
Yeah,
still
we
flying
were a
that
couple there for a while. Living together. I'm impressed.
Oh my God, I'm old. Man, I just dated myself.
We should have done a reality show of you and I living together. It would have been very, very funny.
Gosh. Oh my gosh.
Hey man, I'm going to leave you for a couple more songs and we'll come back, okay?
All right, cool.
See you in a bit.
Thanks. Thank you, Ellis. Thanks for having me here. And thank you, people, for supporting him. We just totally appreciate it. Wish I had the tools back then to see those fools for fools back then, to stand tall enough in my own black skin when they rang the recess bell. I was part of that cartel of kids that did that awful thing we did, locking hands, making a circle, shouting, hey look, it's Black Rochelle. It wasn't like I didn't have a choice. I'm as guilty as those other girls and boys, with satisfaction at your silver tears as down your face they fell. It didn't matter what they screamed or yelled. For once it's someone else. Point a chubby light-skinned finger, singing, hey look, it's Black Rochelle. I I never had the chance to say I'm sorry. You never had the chance to tell me to go on straight to hell. If I could take it back in time, what a different story I could tell. Oh, God bless the Black Rochelle. Now I've been punching bag and bully bait, familiar with how they operate. A fat ass sissy they could hate. Oh, I knew the blueprint well, but here my skin was lighter than, like my black ended where yours began. Licensed to learn that loathsome clan, singing, hey, it's Black Rochelle. I never had the chance to say I'm sorry. You never had the chance to tell me to go on straight to hell. If I could take it back in time, what a different story I could tell. Oh, God bless the Black Rochelle. Now maybe you're a lawyer or a Pentecostal minister, supermodel, homemaker, doctor or a judge. Maybe you have children gathered around your kitchen table, and each and every one you teach to never hold a grudge. Maybe you've forgotten, like the pages of some calendar, coming fast and flipping past, each one looking the same. Maybe you recall a boy caught up in that broken cloud, for 50 years still haunted by that name. I never had the chance to say I'm sorry. You never had the chance to tell me to go on straight to hell. If I could take it back in time, what a different story I could tell. Oh, God bless the Black Rochelle. That's on a new album that may be called Black Rochelle. I might be naming the album Black Rochelle. Well, we'll see, but that's definitely going to be on it. And with any luck, Lori McKenna will be singing the background shadow vocal on that. And here's a new song that I've adapted for tonight. It's not mine. I hope you dig it. I recall trees of green, red roses too, Buddhists, Hindus, Christians, Muslims, atheists, and Jews, and they all got together just to mess up this world. Temperatures are rising the whole world through, killing all the whales and the polar bears too. You can see for yourself, we done messed up this world. You ain't never seen a rainbow that's murky, greenish gray. Dudes driving their big ass trucks don't seem to mind it that way. Got cars that are electric. Well, that's a pretty good start. But the extension cords to run them end up way too short. Put us all in a big rocket, launch us into space, so there's no human trace. Well, that'll sure clean up this place. Maybe then I'll say to myself, what a wonderful world. You ain't never seen a rainbow as murky greenish gray. Dudes driving their big ass trucks, they don't mind it that way. Got your car that's electric, that's a pretty good start. You better get your big extension cords, 'cause most of them are way too short. Put us all in a big rocket, launch our asses into space, so there's no human trace. That'll clean up this place. Then I say to myself, what a wonderful world. I got to say to myself, what a wonderful world. Oh yeah. Polar bears. Yes.
I had to grab this off the shelf.
Gosh, look at you.
Yeah, this is his artwork.
Oh man.
He would do like collages of photographs and put them on the tapes that he was recording in studios. It's gorgeous, huh?
Oh my gosh, that's crazy. That's great.
Yeah, it was beautiful stuff. Man, that was so funny, Vance. Did you know that he was the oldest person to ever have a #1 hit with that song?
Right, and I'm trying to remember. I didn't write down who the actual author of the song was. It was not him. So
yeah, but I think he was around 65 or something like that, 68 maybe even.
Oh, so there's hope, isn't there, Ellis?
It's never too late.
It's never too late. Oh yeah.
God, you can pretty much morph into any sound and any voice known to mankind.
Anything you want. Anything you want. John Prine, Dolly Parton, Marvin Gaye, Dua Lipa. I got it all, man. Come on, baby. I'm on. Sure. I got it all.
And that was like a bit of Stevie Wonder there by the looks of things.
Right, what, this you mean? Oh my goodness. Jesus. We have too much fun. I'm glad they did, I'm glad they weren't listening to what you and I were talking about earlier, because we were just talking some stuff, man. But that's what we do.
Yeah. It's like, we need to get on the road again and do some shows together. I think
we will.
That would be great.
I think it would be great.
We did an album together called Side of the Road back, I don't know, it must be over a decade now, 15, 20 years ago. and we toured the country with it. It was out on Rounder Records, and it was absolutely a joy to do that with you. And we chose songs
so
by
much
other artists.
Yeah, we had one on there that we
Co-wrote.
Otherwise, we did everything from Lucinda Williams to Mark Urelli. We really covered it, man. It was a blast. It was a blast. Yeah.
Well, I'm loving hearing you. Will you do one more for us before?
Oh man, are you sure? I don't want to. Somebody wants me to.
Please.
Somebody said they want me to do Beyonce. Man,
don't say that out loud, because trust me, it'll be a half an hour Beyonce. And can you do Beyonce and Jay-Z?
And Jay
at the same time?
Yeah. Sure, I could do. Yeah, I'm sorry for what I did. This is a song I wrote for Ellis when he moved. Gosh, I haven't rehearsed this or anything. I don't know. It's been a long time. But when he moved to Tennessee, and it is an Earth Day kind of thing, because I was in the song, I'm asking him of all the wonderful things that he left behind, flora and fauna, and me, his best friend. So somebody wanted me to do Billie Holiday. That's Billie, not Y, Donna. But here we go. This is for you, Ellis. It's not your going that's so tragic, it's you leaving me here. You left the cap off the happy and now it's spilling. I've got this empty cup and you fill it up with a lot of Mason-Dixon talk. You hold that airline ticket like a gun and it's killing me. Didn't you love the way the snow would cover all the barren trees in winter? Didn't you love strolling by the sea? Didn't you love the smell of spring and the honeysuckle, the tulips and the roses? Didn't you love me? Now you're taking it all to Tennessee. You're taking it all to Tennessee. You're taking it all to Tennessee. What about me? I haven't heard you mention my name and tomorrow with the same phrase since this Smoky Mountain conversation started. You've got this picture of your place and you flash it in my face. Well, if you want me to fool you, I'll be excited. I love you and your reflection and your shadow. Oh, I loved it all, and I still do. You can count on that forever and ever. And like the western sky will always host the sun when the day is through. It's a totally different view now that you're going on. Taking it all to Tennessee. That's what you did. Taking it all to Tennessee. Taking it all to Tennessee. What about me? It's hard to hell in a scene to your minstrel spirit. It's the things I love about you most that roll these wheels. Unless you'll sing it coming home, then I don't want to hear another song about me. Pack it up, pack it up, pack it, taking it all to Tennessee. Taking it all to Tennessee. Taking it all to Tennessee. What about me? Hey, yeah. Taking it, taking it. Taking it all to Tennessee. taking it all, taking everything, taking it all. I'm taking it out to Tennessee. Taking it all. Taking it all.
Wow. I haven't heard that in years.
I haven't played it in a long time either.
Did you rehearse it or was that the first time?
No, I just played it.
So
Yeah,
great.
it's an exorcism, man.
It is, man. I'm like, I can't believe it was the muse for once and that the song is that great.
Oh, well, you're very kind.
Thank you for that. I love listening to all the things that you do. You know, you're a great guitar player. You have a range that just goes to the top of the sky. And it looks like you're frozen. Let me see if I can reboot Vance here. I can't seem to get him back. Let's see. Let's see if that works.
I was so bad. Was that me or you?
I don't know. It was just what it is. Whatever.
Yeah. Facebook has said, screw it. That was too soulful. Stop it, please. Please stop that. It was just far too soulful. I'm. Yeah, man. It's,
Well,
we have. It's funny that I can play with a pick after watching you and Brooks Williams years ago play with a pick.
Williams,
I
yeah.
started playing with a pick.
So good.
And then
Yeah.
you started doing a lot of finger style stuff like what I was doing.
A lot of the slappy stuff that I do.
Yeah, that was me. Right?
All the walking bass lines.
Yeah, it's like we were co-thieving.
We were hanging out a lot, living together at times, traveling together at times, just sharing as much as we could with each other. And I always tell songwriters that you need friends in your life. Like I have this guy, Vance Gilbert, in my life where I can bounce everything off and share my Rolodex and say, hey, if I have a connection for you, I have a gig for you.
Yeah,
I have a song for you. I have some trouble I'm going through. Can you help walk me through it? And I just wouldn't have been able to get as far as I did get without you.
One of the other things I learned from you, I think we learned from each other, is like when we heard the other one's take on a song, like something new. I'm not even that fearless with her when it comes to playing something new, because I know the critic that you're going to be, and I know how it's going to come across when you take the closer look musically at what goes on. And here I think we've turned that into, both of us do quite a bit of coaching and song study. I mean, you have your song school that you'll be teaching in the fall. And I've taught there a bunch of times, and I think we both trust what the other one is going to do when it comes to being instructional with each other's songs. And that's a gift that comes with friendship that you can't. You just can't put a dollar sign in front or behind it.
Yeah, and you can't as an artist you can't live in a closet either. You have to be able to bounce something off of somebody.
Hey, wait a minute.
And
What? In the closet? You outing me? I ain't gay. Are you saying I'm gay? Am I gay? I might be
yes, you are.
gay. All right, I'm gay.
We have a lot of love for each other. It just hasn't crossed into that territory
That's
much.
it. That's it. Not there's anything wrong with that.
Hey, a lot of people to thank. Dana and Darren here in the tip jar and everybody that contributed to Vance's tip jar. It's right there. He's still in the
Oh,
midst
that's
of
so
putting out a
nice.
record. And he's got a Vance Funder, as it's called. It's P.O. Box 17 in Arlington, Mass. That's his mailing address. And you can send checks in the mail to him if you want to support
Yeah,
his album project.
thanks. Oh, thanks. Yeah, thank you. We are along. We've got rhythm tracks done. My guitars on some of them are shite, I will say. So I need to go back and do them because they're just not sitting in with the tracks in ways that I want them because I'm still persnickety. But I'm singing well and playing well. The songs are great. That's not brag. That's just you folks can handle it. I'm being technical about it because it's a great place to be right now. Where I am with this album. Thank you,
Well,
Scarlett. It's true. We're lucky.
yeah, we are. Yeah. Well, you're a master songwriter, master performer, and a masturbator.
Well, yes, I'm good at putting a hook. I'm putting a worm on a hook. Yes, I'm for fishing. I'm a masturbator. I am.
Oh God,
I'm
sorry, folks.
no. I'm helping you out, Ellis. I'm trying to keep your show clean.
Funny that I'm the one that's the dirty one once the cameras are on.
That's it, man. I never have a foul mouth though. We know that.
Yeah. Well, listen, thanks for coming on the show. And by the way, that
My
line
pleasure.
in Rochelle that killed me, my black ended where yours began. That's just
Yeah, you know how many? I am certain that I'm the only one tonight singing a song about black on black racism, which is racism indeed through and through. Thank you for recognizing
yeah. I
such.
mean, that's a super powerful song, and that particular line just cuts to the bone.
Thanks. It's a big ass song, and
That's going to be on the album as well.
yeah. In fact, the album might be called Black Rochelle, which might be a little rich, but what do I got to lose? You know. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, I love you, man. Thank you
I
so much
I love you
for
too,
coming on.
buddy.
I'll
Let's
circle
stay.
back after this.
Yeah, we'll stay in touch. Hopefully, when the world opens up a little teeny bit more, I'll come down, and you will feed me, bitch.
I would love that.
All right,
Well, Laurie
Uh,
will feed you,
all
and
right.
I'll buy the groceries. You
That's
don't want
it.
to eat my food.
That's it.
All right, man. I love you. We'll talk
Love
soon.
you. Ciao.
Hey, everybody. That was Vance Gilbert, and just a gift to the universe. I can't imagine the planet without him. And today is Earth Day, and it's been nice sitting here with you folks, talking music, visiting with friends. This show happens every Friday night. It's going to shift to in May to Wednesday nights because I'm doing a lot of work on the weekends. Next week we're going to have Lynn Miles, who is the godmother of the Canadian folk music scene. This extraordinary vocalist, extraordinary singer-songwriter. I know that Karen, who is listening right now and is running my business over there in Pittsburgh, and Laurie, who's upstairs, who consumes songwriters more than anyone I know, that she's one of their favorites, and she's one of my favorites. She's going to be our guest next week. Come see this person because she is absolutely breathtaking in how she uses language and melody and cuts right to the bone of truth. It's pretty extraordinary. Lynn Miles next week. I want to let you folks know that if you're listening still, that I've just signed with a new booking agency. It's sort of an old booking agency, actually. This is the third time I've been on Fleming Artists. Over the years, over the decades, they have been the preeminent folk music agency for touring artists. And I would sign on with them, and then they would go through a division where people went one way and people went the other way, and the agency and all of its agents would split in half. And for whatever reason, I'd be carried to the left, and then I would return and join them again, and then it would happen again, and I would be carried to the left, and I'm back home again, and I feel very, very good about it. Fleming Artists, if you have any use for me in a performance sense, playing for an anniversary, for a business, for anything, just check them out. I'll put it up one more time. It's Craig at FlemingArtist.com is my East Coast artist, my agent on the East Coast. My West Coast agent, and by West Coast I mean from about Pittsburgh west, is Tyler at FlemingArtist.com. And of course, you can always look them up. But it's been a joy to work with them already. The gigs are coming in, and the world is opening up, and it feels great to be back on the road and playing music for folks. So if you're out there and you want to have a private show, or you run a venue or a college gig or a theater or whatever, that's who you can find me at. And people here like Debbie McWethy and Leanie and David, they have booked me and over the years, and have been super supportive. So that's my new home, guys. Thank you for that. Let's do one more song here, and then I'm going to go watch Mad Men. I wonder where you are tonight. I wonder if you're driving on a winding concrete river in a raft of glass and steel. The darkness interrupted by a lonely bright oasis, a full tank and a coffee, and you're back behind the wheel. Long is the road that lies between us, many are the days since you've been gone. May the angel on your shoulder guide you safely through the night, and may the concrete river bring you home. May the concrete river bring you home. I wonder where you are tonight. I wonder if you're happy. I'll say my little prayer, send it out across the miles. I hope you're in a special place with people there that love you, and I hope you make it back to them before too long a while. Long is the road that lies between us, and many are the days since you've been gone. May the angel on your shoulder guide you safely through the night, and may the concrete river bring you home. May the concrete river bring you home. We'll see you on Sunday night. If you're a member of Patreon, I do the Patreon All Request show this Sunday night. We'll also see you next Wednesday, and then Friday night of next week is going to be the incredible Lynn Miles. And lots of shows coming up. Check out the website for them. Don't forget the trip if you want to hang with Vance and I for a week. That might be too much for you. There might be a lot of this going on, a lot of that going on, and a whole lot of this going on. Don't forget that. That's going to be up rootsontherails.com. It's right here. I'll read it one more time. Rootsontherails.com. Vacation. Take a 5-day trip to Monhegan Island with Vance Gilbert, Ellis Paul, and Molly Venter. A week of music, amazing food, spirits, shipwrecks, lighthouses, tons of music, and some art thrown in as well. There's excursions with paint and ink and watercolor, and we do things like this. That's a little drawing of the lighthouse that I made. And I am an amateur artist, but boy, do I love it when I'm in a beautiful place to just kind of capture the scenery and memorize it even in greater depth, because all the details of that lighthouse are completely in my brain because I did this. I know every single section of it. So it's a great way to learn and appreciate what you are drawing. So cheers to you folks. I want to wish you a good night, and we'll see you on Sunday night. Have a great weekend. I'm on fire.